Hello everybody, Nelson Opperman here. On this video, I will talk with you guys about my travels, a little bit about my experience overseas, teaching and giving courses around the world. I selected the most important country in my professor career, no question here, is the Vietnam. So Vietnam, as you guys can see, is a very nice country in Indochina area, very far away from where I live. You can see that I have to go from São Paulo area because I live in Campinas, which is a city about 100 kilometers to São Paulo, driving by car. So every time I travel, I have to take my car to the airport. So it takes me 1 hour, 40 something minutes. Every time I fly, no matter where, I have to do it. We have international airport in my city as well, but doesn't have much flights as São Paulo. So I have to go São Paulo to stop by somewhere here in Africa, Middle East, or Europe. And from this, I have the connection to the Indochina, sometimes Thailand, sometimes I go directly to the Vietnam, and can be Hanoi or Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City. So this way takes me almost total time 35 hours to get there. So door to door. So the moment I enter my car and the moment I open the door of the hotel or whatever I'm going to stay is 35 hours. So it's not just simple say, oh, the flight time is 24. No, I have to take my car, I have to pack, I have to open the door, close the door, drive my car, and I have to take a taxi. I have to cross the immigration line and whatever, take a taxi and be in the hotel and pack. And this is my life as a professor. Anyway, I'm not complaining. Okay, I am just telling my history. Okay, I'm not complaining. I love what I do, but more than everything, I love to be in Vietnam. So this is the country in where I have a very nice opportunity to teach my experience, to teach my success, my dental success. Because when I teach, I am teaching about my success. So I consider myself a very successful doctor in a very successful office with a very big background on many subjects. But of course, my specialty is what I focus most, which is the orthodontics. And most recently, we are adding the multidisciplinary approach to all my courses. But let's focus Vietnam, and I want to tell you and how this interaction happened. So it started about 18 years ago, 2013, if I'm not wrong. Hey, my Vietnamese friends, please correct me here, comment if I'm wrong, okay? It's about 2013. I came to Hanoi for a course, and after this course, this meeting was a kind of a congress, not exactly a congress, but kind of congress at that time. After this meeting, one doctor, which was belonging at that time to the ministry, health ministry of the Vietnam, came to me and invited me to come to Ho Chi Minh to open a course in his hospital at that time. And I remember till now the phrase he used to me is like, please come, my daughter is dentist. I want you teach my daughter to be orthodontist to do the things you do. I will feel very glad if you accept my invitation. And I came back home with this thing in my mind, and I returned to him, and together to a very important partnership with Rocky Mountain Orthodontics at that time, we made it happen. And the hospital is Ansin Hospital in Saigon, in Ho Chi Minh City. Together to one of my best students, Dr. Queen Yu, Doc Queen Yu. Sorry, my Vietnamese accent is not the best, okay? And we opened the course, and since then, I have tremendous good friends in this first group. Started 2013, 2014, around that. And all those past students that time, still my friends. I would, for example, name Dr. Ta, which is my translator everywhere I go. He was the student of my first group, and he's now my official translator for my courses. And we have the opportunity to travel together to Hanoi and some other places we go for courses in Vietnam, and he's my translator. Also, many others. I don't want to commit here any mistake, so I will just keep Dr. To because he's always following me since then. And also RMO also follow me in together with Nha Phong Dentwing Medical, the company who support me many times during my courses. They somehow helping organizing, but also help us financially to make the course more, let's say, available or easier for the doctors in the Vietnam to be part of this course, because the things become very expensive if you start to think about, since the moment I leave my house, take a flight and connections, hotels and food and so on, material wise, all these things need the support. And certainly Nha Phong can really support us during this past 18 years or something like that. Now, after that, after this course in Saigon, the Ansen Hospital group, later on we had to change because, of course, the regulations and change, and we have to adapt to the needs of the health ministry and the government and all the laws. So we need always to be under the law and always work very legally. So we need to adapt the courses according to the new things. And during those 18 years, certainly we need a secure partner because I am not Vietnamese, I am not inside the country. So I need someone in the background to help me to be under the law, so to be completely legal. And also the students benefit somehow with real certificate, a real diploma at the end of the course. They can use, they can apply this for their upgrade in the curriculum and so on. So I am already with about 800 students formed in my courses since 2013. Uh, Honestly, maybe around 1,000 students since 2013, because 800 was about 2, 3 years ago. So now I believe I reach already 1,000 students in Vietnam. So I can say that proudly I changed the dentistry in this country. I helped to change, I helped to upgrade a lot the quality of the dentistry in Vietnam. And I follow all your associations being formed, like VAO and many others. Okay, so the Vietnamese improve tremendously the quality of the work, the dentistry in Vietnam, and I can see clearly how the dental healthcare in Vietnam up really jump from low level to very high level at the moment. So not, of course, not only me is responsible for that. Many other doctors came, and when the Vietnam opened the doors for the international professors to come and exchange, and you guys also traveling abroad to take courses and exchange, all these things at the end sum together and create your history in your dentistry. But I am proud and very happy to be part of this history and somehow a little bit uh, improving the quality of the dentistry, then somehow also helping your people, because all your people, if you go take a patient, go to one of my students, they will be treated under the concepts we always taught them. In this way, I am somehow also benefiting all the population in Vietnam, which is today around 100 million people. Okay, so when I started, Vietnam was under than 80 million people. Now it's over than 100 million people. So my two basic areas in Vietnam where I focus my courses are in the north, in Hanoi, and in the south of Vietnam is in the Ho Chi Minh City. And as I said before, I started with my courses in An Sinh Hospital, Saigon, but later on I started to give my courses in Hanoi, always with the partnership with the entering company in RMO in certain moments behind, supporting and somehow giving us the chance for improving more and more the quality of our theory and also the practical part of my courses. So our courses started from the theory and practice with patients, but the law changed. We could not see patients anymore, and we had to adapt. So adapting how? So we need to use simulators, for example, wax type odonts. And I have to develop a wax type odont for us. And after that, we can develop classes in where I can help the students to plan cases and follow up cases and so on. And most recently, now we have a new challenge starting by North now in Hanoi with the VSC, the Vienna School Interdisciplinary Dentistry, which is a new page in the history of Vietnam. This is, I'm also proud to being the first one who brought officially VSC concept to Vietnam as a course. Okay, I know other doctors practice VSC concept in their offices, but I mean, as a course, official courses under the acceptance, under the referral of VSC Vienna is my course. So officially now you guys can receive certification from the Vienna School in Austria. So we just started about 15 days ago. So this is a very long interchange with the Vietnamese, and certainly it's not the end. Okay, I am still coming back and forth, but now give me the opportunity to open doors for another countries, and I started to exchange now with Philippines very well, and a little bit Thailand. So this is a new opportunities opening for me for the surrounding countries, and I'm very happy to receive one student from Hong Kong in our VSC course in Hanoi. So little by little, these branches are growing, and I am so happy to be in this area and so happy to have the best students that I have ever teach in my life is certainly the Vietnamese, because the Vietnamese are very well trained from the graduation. The graduation level of my students is very, very high. they have a high quality of graduation, so I don't need to be too tight in basic fundamental things, but I just can go and start from advanced topics. So because they have a very solid background formation from the graduation, something that we do not see anymore in many Western countries. If I can say Brazil, for example, in where I am located, the quality of graduation drop a lot. So I see the same phenomena in the United States, for example. And in where I am professor as well. So now the Vietnamese, they can also have a second very interesting characteristic, which is belongs as well from the culture, which is respect the professor. I feel very respected. I feel very welcome when I come to Vietnam, and they are very hungry for the knowledge. They take this as an opportunity and not as an obligation. They don't listen from me as I am a guy there to bring something just to take money back to Brazil. No, no, I am there, of course, business wise sometimes, but majority of the time I am there to really exchange and make the country better as most as I can do. Okay, as I said before, bringing my success to your country. So that this way, I see the development of my students every day. They come back to me in new courses and they show me the cases that make me super happy and also proud because they following my concept and can extract very quality results, very beautiful results with the cases, which is very, very hard because the Vietnamese cases are not so easy to treat by their facial characteristic and by their structural characteristics. It's completely different than the patients I usually see in my office with majority Caucasic origin. And there in Asia, especially in this area, is a little bit different than other areas in Asia, but they have very difficult malocclusions to treat. So, but they can, using my concepts, the concepts that I bring to them, uh, they can give solutions for the patients. They can really solve problems, which is supposed to be very hard with any other technique, but they can, with my concepts that I bring, not exactly mine, but I mean the ones I teach, they can give solutions for the patients. What makes me very happy as well is because my students sometimes try different other courses, but they always go back to me because they try something else and they don't see benefits for the patients because their cases are so hard that a simple aligner or simple treatment do not give solutions. And sometimes some other techniques extract too much bicuspids, for example, and I avoid extractions in big majority of the cases, maybe 100% sometimes. This way, they come back to me and they say, "Oh, I tried this way, I didn't succeed. Now I need to get back and let's keep going and so on." No problem. This is part of life. Okay. Sometimes you go crash your face and you come back. This is natural process of learning. Okay. Learning process curve sometimes is ups and downs, but sometimes you can just go jump and keep flat up. So everyone will be responsible for your own history. Okay. Even in dentistry or in your practice. So basically, this is what I have with the Vietnamese. So this is somehow my second house. So I spend sometimes more time in Vietnam than I spend in Brazil. Because this is the country that really embraced me and received me so good that I am always so glad to be there to exchange that I consider like my second home. Okay. So this is my history of the Vietnam that I would like to share with you. Very quick, very little. I could stay here talking a lot. I have many histories to talk about Vietnam, but just a little intro. And this is, I would like to say that I always come back with new things. I will never repeat courses, and my courses are never the same. So every time I open a course, my course is different. So This is what the Vietnamese always say, oh, but you changed. Of course, I'm still alive. That's the meaning of being a very good professor. And that's the meaning to have a very good student, because you notice this, okay? And you can improve more and more. Keep going with me. And if you want to learn something, the Vietnamese doors are open for foreigners too. So I am around. If you live in a country surrounding Vietnam, why not? Come from Philippines, come from Thailand, come from Mongolia, come from Cambodia, come from Laos, all those countries surrounding Vietnam. Certainly you will be welcome to our courses. Any question or any comment, please come here to comment, write something. If you have some good history with me in Vietnam, put here. I will be more than welcome to read and laugh with you guys, or cry if it's sad. I don't have many sad moments, mostly it's super happy. And if you have any suggestion for future courses, why not? And if you are a foreigner and want to join, just type down here as well. But never forget to subscribe to my channel here on the little bell, press the like and comment. See you in my next video.